Alrighty then, I ain't got anything on the schedule for today. Hi y'all. Raining outside. Yee, doggies. Anyway, I ain't got anything on the schedule other than getting this timing chain cover off of here. So I started yesterday, and I realized later when I went to put up videos that I didn't have my video camera running. But on this car, I have a handy dandy little drain thing on the bottom of the radiator right there, and I put a little short hose on it right here, which I don't know if you can see or not, which allows me to turn this and drain that stuff right into that bucket, which allows me to catch all the antifreeze. Let me see if I can get it started here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Sometimes it's a little bit of a challenge to get your hand in here where you need it to be and all. Once I get that running, I get a pretty good flow of antifreeze coming out. That will fill that bucket up pretty quickly. Here, I'll show you what that looks like. You can probably see the antifreeze draining off and shining in the light. After it comes out, I strain it through this piece of cheesecloth into one of these buckets. I got 3 antifreeze buckets here, and it usually takes about 2.5 gallons to get it all out of there. So we will start with that. I will take the battery out. I will take the radiator out. These bolts along the side. I will need to disconnect that generator connection right there. Take this fuel pump off over here. I think I can leave this water pump right in place. And there's 14 bolts that go through that timing chain cover into the block. Of course, I'll take these heater hoses and things off. And I'll have to pull the harmonic balancer off. That's that pulley down below the one where the fan is. And of course, the fan has to come off too. Top and bottom radiator hoses will come off. And then I get that baby off of there. I won't be putting it back today because I don't have my timing chain, but I can get it all apart and order me up one. That's the plan. That's the whole plan. That's the plan as I know it. This car may have a front engine mount. If it does, that's going to complicate things even further. And as I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, yep, that big thing down there underneath that pulley, it might be an engine mount. Okay, we'll go back under there and take another look, see what we think. I might ought to go ahead and get a flash. I was just telling Musty One last night that sometimes you don't feel like you own something like an antique car until you took it apart and put it back together again. And that's why I'm not too upset about the idea of pulling this all apart and changing the timing chain in it. You know, you discover things when you start taking things apart, like this rusty hole under the battery box. Oh, that could be fixed while I'm at it. I did get the bottom bolt loose on the bottom of the radiator, and I'm hoping when I take these two loose, it's going to pop right out of there. I'll go ahead and loosen the hoses and everything on it first and close up that little drain down there. I think it's about drained as much as it's going to. Once we get that out of the way, it'll be a lot easier to see what's going on. I've got an interesting deal with the front motor mount. Looks like it's connected to the timing chain cover, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. But it'll be a lot easier to figure out when that radiator's out of the way. So I'm just gonna stick with it. I ain't filming a lot of this because it'd be hard for y'all to see anything with me having my head stuck over under the hood like that.